What's up, guys? So journaling is one of those habits that I've stuck with for many years, and it truly is life-changing. I've achieved a lot through it. I've gained mental clarity, gone through things I need to work on in a journal, and many more things. So you may say, like, what does writing, what's the actual benefit in writing? But there are so many benefits, especially when you do it intentional. So that's what today's video is about. I'm giving you 5 journal prompts to give you a head start for this year, so you can witness firsthand the effects of writing and the effects of intentional writing about your goals, about your purpose, and living a life full of meaning. So number 1 is, what characteristics do I want to be defined by this year? So this could be disciplined. Maybe you want to become a more disciplined person. You want to be defined by a disciplined human. Or maybe you want to be kind, loving, compassionate, or empathetic, or understanding. There are so many values or characteristics that you can benefit from. And by knowing that you've wrote this down, you'll be reminded of the person you want to live by, the characteristics you want to live by, and just have more guidance towards being and living as that person. And also, when you're out of alignment with those values, you can look back on your journal and think, yes, I'm not really being that disciplined. And you pull your head in and you start trying to be more disciplined. That's the end. If you, by the end of 2025, you know that you were those characteristics, that's a success. Not the accomplishments you've achieved, or not the success that you've achieved, but by being that human being. That's where the most fulfillment comes from. So that's why this is number 1, and it's probably the most powerful of today's video. Number 2 is, what would an ideal year look like to me? This could be having many achievements, but for me, it's, yes, accomplishing a lot, but not tying myself to those accomplishments. You see, if I was to, then that means my fulfillment's coming from external things and not from within. That's why this ties good into the first one, because you can say that your ideal year is being defined by those characteristics, or it could be gaining new friendships, or fixing and healing a relationship with someone. And again, by writing this down, you can be aware of it and slowly start to create that ideal year for yourself. And something else is, you could expand this prompt by asking, how could I achieve this ideal year? And then you break it up into quarterly milestones, or even weekly, and then the how becomes reality, because you know by doing this, you will create that ideal year. Number 3 is, how do I expect to face hardships this year? Let's say you go through a breakup, or a death in a family, or anything, an obstacle in your way in business, or an injury in sport. You can write down how you expect to face those hardships. Will you know that not everything's in your control, or will you be calm and collected? By writing this down, you know that when hardship comes, you can lean on this and act in the way that you want to, and not be avoidant, or not get angry or stressed. You can try lean on the ways that you want to act, not the way you do. This can even be for simple things like getting stuck in traffic. Maybe you're someone that honks the horn, gets angry, or really hates being stuck in traffic. But you can lean and write that, if I'm stuck in traffic, I won't get angry, I won't get stressed, because I know this is out of my control. And that's the key, is reacting in the way that you want to. So writing it down will help a lot. And number 4 is, what's a mistake that I made last year, or any year, that I do not want to repeat again this year? So this could be losing yourself in a relationship, it could be not being present to the people around you, or it could be not giving something your all. And mistakes are a failure when repeated, but when learnt from, they are a lesson. So writing down those mistakes, you are aware that this isn't something I want to repeat. So that leads on to number 5, and that is, what's one habit I want to let go of and one habit I want to build. Maybe you want to let go of destructive habits like scrolling on your phone, or too much screen time, or being in your own head and having negative thoughts all the time, or just not being consistent with things that you love. But then you may want to build habits. It could be the gym, it could be anything that is a good habit to you. And this is something key, because going into the new year, we want those habits to build a good, fulfilling life and something that supports our growth and doesn't hinder it. And while we're at it, I'd give you one more bonus, and that is, what is my mission for the year? By writing on it, even doing a few pages on it, you can gain clarity on what it is you want from this year, and that can be so life-changing in itself. So I'd recommend you give at least one of these questions a go, but hopefully you can give all 5 a go, because journaling in itself is very life-changing. When you use prompts like these, you'll make your trajectory going up rather than down, and that's the key, is keep going up, even if it's slight increments. And I want everyone this year to give it their all, to find clarity on their goals and chase them. So if you enjoyed today's video, please like, subscribe, and let me know if you like more videos on journaling, because it's a habit that's changed my life, and I'd love to inspire you to do the same.